It's all about the money. No, I mean, if that's how you see the world, it's what happens, you know? Like, you have to remember that how you see the world is what you're gonna see. I hear people all the time say, oh, you know what? All men out there, all they want is, chicks like this, and all women want is men with money. Listen, that's true sometimes, of course. But here, I'll give you a perfect example. Two people could be using the exact same dating app. One person continues to find narcissists and people who are not looking for a relationship, people who are just trying to bang them, people who send dick pics or, I don't know, phallus pics, if that's a thing, I don't even know. And another person ends up meeting kind people. Ends up with the odd date with someone who sort of slips through the cracks, but has some red flags, doesn't go on another date with them. Both have the exact same dating pool. Only one ends up in relationship with certain types of people. Why? Because what happens is one person knows how to see red flags. One person doesn't have space for bullshit behavior. One person is clear on what they want. One person is not operating in the dating space with a scarcity mentality, And that's just that's the difference of two mindsets of how they see the world. If you have a negativity bias, which all humans do, we will look for what is wrong, because that's what we do. And second, we'll also look for what confirms our beliefs. So if you believe anything that is not helpful for you, in which you can, because we become vigilant based on our childhoods, based on our past, based on our experiences. But if you begin to learn from them, and you step out of the role of savior, you step out of the role of I'm not worthy of being shown up for, you start to create space for people who will change that narrative. But you have to take charge of what you make things mean. We are meaning-making machines. It's so important that we take charge of that. You're responsible for your brain. Your brain is a computer. Your brain is not you. Your brain is not someone else's. And you'll be unhappy to know that you have programs in your brain that are not yours. You have programs in your brain that were given to you when you were growing up. You have programs in your brain that you let go in there that don't serve you. And when relationships ended, when dad left, when mom didn't show up, when blah, blah, blah died, we start to create stories about how the world works. And that will steer our lives, and we'll call it fate. But at some point, when you feel the hurt enough, when you decide it's enough, you don't have to be hurt to decide it's enough. When you see that the outcomes you get in a relationship are not the outcomes that you want, and you keep attracting certain types of people, then when you take responsibility for that the world doesn't happen to you, that everything up until this moment exactly has framed you and shaped you to become the best version of you, when you actually acknowledge that and step into that, it can change your life. It can change your outcomes, you can change the relationships you have, because you're showing up. It's the whole idea of create the love. It's not about the outcomes you seek. It's about living it. It's about living a fuck-ass life. It's about being love in every moment. It's about being invited to it. And if you fuck up, welcome to being human. Go again. Go again. Go again. Go again. There's always an opportunity. And that's why the best relationships have this repairing that constantly happens. It's repairing. We make a mistake, but we repair. And that is the most important thing we can do.